So we've been doing a lot of work here at the range lately. Not the regular work either, the work that we enjoy, but work mowing, work with the tractors, work rebuilding roads. We had a brutal winter, and we had a long spring, and now it's finally summertime, and I'm ready to do some real work, the kind of work you tune in to talk with me about. So today, we have a Bci Defense Pistol. We have a Pantheon Arms Dolos quick change barrel system with a Gemtech quicksand titanium suppressor. We have the new SB Tactical Collapsible Brace. This thing's really cool. This is the one that we showed you when ATF came out with the ruling that allows us to shoulder these things again, like we should have been doing all along. We've got some new ammunition from Discreet Ballistics, some nice subsonic 300 AAC Blackout, and I'm really excited about the performance claims that they're giving me on it. And I've got some sights from Sightmark. And we're going to talk a little bit at length about those sights and Sightmark in general here in just a minute. So I packed all of this stuff, except the boxes of course, into my Martinson case, and that's the case that becomes a plate carrier that we showed you a month or two ago. And we're going to look at that a little bit more in depth here soon too, and came out to the range. And what this made, what this combination is something that's so useful, I just can't stop smiling about it. And I've got a sneaking suspicion that you may too. So the turning point that allows us to once again shoulder these AR-based pistols is kind of what brought me to where I am today. So when we're utilizing this like a pistol, when we're using the arm brace around our forearm, we need a sight that is not sensitive to eye relief, something that we can hold way up, and it's going to be out in this area. We're going to need to see it. So for that, we chose the Sightmark Ultra M-Spec Reflex sight. And man, it's a really nice sight. It's really clear. It's got a night vision setting on it that I didn't know about, and I tickled right to death to try that. I can't wait. I have an AN-PVS 14 monocular that can mount behind it, and there are really very few sights out there I have to choose from that have a night vision setting on the reticle, so it doesn't flare it out. It allows you to aim with it at night. But the thing that I have with me today that I'm excited about is we have a 3-power adapter. Also from Sightmark, and man, this thing is crystal clear. I've used an awful lot of these in the past, both expensive ones and inexpensive ones, and I've got to tell you, there is a huge difference in quality from one to the other. Now, this particular one is on a quick detach sight, obviously, and that allows us to use the Reflex originally as it was intended. If we decide that we're going to use this against our shoulder, or we're just going to hold it in tight against our cheek, however you want to shoot it, we can add this. And that gives us the ability to magnify, in this case, 3 times. So we're 3 times closer. That allows us to use this as a pistol traditionally with the brace on the forearm, or it allows us to use it up nice and tight where we could get a cheek weld on the brace, and now we've got a little bit clearer picture. But something that's kind of neat with this particular quick detach sight is you don't need to take it off or on. It will tip out of the way. So we can immediately utilize it just like it is, either on the arm brace out in the extended position, or we can close this up and bring it nice and tight, and then we can utilize it just like this. Either way, it's going to allow us the type of shot that we want, and we don't have to make that decision ahead of time. We don't have to try to guess what type of shot we're going to have. We can see it and react to it immediately, and that's really cool to me. So this magnifier has some features that more of the real high-end ones have, and I've got some budget ones, and none of them have this, but I really like it now. It allows you to adjust what would typically be referred to as the windage and the elevation. What you're actually doing is you're just centering the optic that's in front in this. So when you've got a cheek weld, you're looking straight through the magnifier, you're getting a straight picture, and it's right dead center. So everything is nice and natural. You don't have to reach to try to find this thing or have something that's out of center. With those adjustments, it's always mounted exactly where it needs to be, and that's with the reticle right in the center where it should be. So that first shot is nice. You've got a good cheek weld, everything's nice and clear, everything's nice and in focused, and in this case, magnified, by 3 times. If I had another target that presented itself, say closer up, and I did not have the same eye relief opportunity, I can just as easily tip this out of the way where it will lock into place, and even with the long eye relief, be able to get right on target where I want. So it gives you an awful lot of options with this that some of the others I've used in the past don't have. And because it locks into place, regardless of which position it's in, where it's off to the side or whether it's locked into place behind the sight, it always goes right back to zero and centers itself. So you don't ever have to wonder, am I going to be on target? In my experience so far, I've always been on target. For me, that's awesome. So what a cool piece this little pistol is coming out to be. I really like this thing. Again, with the suppressor, we've got the Gemtech Quicksand, Quick Detach. The front end of the gun is the Pantheon Arms Dolos Quick Change Barrel System. That gives us just a little tiny package, and that's good whether it's for storage or transport or carry. The SB Tactical Brace, I like the aesthetics, I like the comfort of it. It's really nice that it's adjustable. You've got one position all the way out, you've got another one halfway in, and then you've got a third all the way closed, and it just fits everybody. And again, I love the looks of it, and it's really, really comfortable regardless of how you're going to use it. And the base pistol that we started with is really very cool, even at the beginning of life. It's a Bci Defense American pistol. And this thing just keeps on morphing and changing and getting cooler all of the time. And I'm really starting to like this configuration a lot. This is going to turn into my new truck gun. 300 AAC blackout pistol. And man, what can't you do with this thing? This is just perfect. And combined with the new discrete ballistics ammo, if that stuff performs like I understand it's going to, that's just going to be icing on the cake. That's even better. And the ability to not have to have ears, have to have hearing protection, it just keeps on getting better and better and better. I think something that's so attractive to me about this piece is in the state that I'm in, it's perfectly fine to have a loaded pistol in your motor vehicle. And you don't even need a permit. We actually have constitutional carry in all of northern New England, which is funny because a lot of people, for some unknown reason, seem to believe New England is a very liberal, very anti-gun area. But Maine, New Hampshire, and Vermont, we've got the trifecta of freedom. We can travel freely in and around, among and through all three of those states and carry a pistol, and there's not even a permit necessary in any of them. How cool is that? And this is a pistol. That makes it even cooler to me. So there are advantages of a pistol set up like this for those reasons and others, such as travel and paperwork requirements, that exceed that of the usefulness you would get from a short-barreled rifle. So who would have thought the solution to that buffer tube hanging out the back of those pistols that was so disadvantageous all those years would actually create a situation where it was more beneficial to some of us to have it as a pistol. Good job SB Tactical, great job Pantheon Arms. The Bci Defense gun is a wonderful platform to start from. What a cool piece, it's fun. So that's where I'm gonna cut things off today, and we'll come back and we'll look at some of these parts a little bit more in the near future. The sight mark sights, we're really gonna put those things to the test. I wanna run them on that 971D. You might remember that as that really short Franken gun that we have to look at in detail soon too, that's running around 1,600 rounds a minute. It causes all kinds of vibration, it typically destroys sights, but they feel confident enough that this thing will stand a chance to live on it. So we're going to find out, and I'm going to invite you to do it with me. So I hope you enjoyed this short look at this little ultimate truck pistol package that I'm putting together. If you did, please click like, share us with your friends in your vast social media universe, subscribe to the channel if you don't already, and from what I understand there's a flag or some type of follow me notification thing, a bell maybe, that you have to hit so you actually get a notification when I upload something like it used to be. Check us out over on Patreon. We're building a brand new little community over there. It's something else that's new to me, but I'm doing my best to learn it. And it's an awful lot of fun so far. Until next time, have fun and be safe. And if you take a shot where the magnification is advantageous, but the next opportunity that's presented, you shouldn't have that because you're going to have a different eye relief, it's just as easy as flipping that out of the way and flinching like hell. That was bad.